see. How about over here? These guys have built all of their stuff. Although we will have to do that. I kind of forgot what we were doing for power over here as well. But we can still kind of brute force whatever I was thinking. My guess is it's most likely something similar to this. Yeah. I think that'll all... This weird little glob of... Oh yes, but let's see. What's the power over here? Well, the wind's low, but... Command is about 1020. So good. That's 1020 divided by 30,000. That's however... I'm not sure how dramatically it actually goes through and drops. I'm not sure what its tick rate is, but you know what? It seems fine. If there's an issue, I mean, it's not like it's going to be a horrible issue. Not like it probably won't nearly be as dramatic as losing or us fueling this guy off of these guys off of one single. But that's just the price of efficiency. You know, we'll have to delete this for now until the platform is built. And then kind of go through and do some paths and structures. Now they can work together. If these guys will eventually actually work on it, but the bad water ends tomorrow, which means everyone can restart their crops and all that. Now, there's nobody with any interest in actually working over here, so why? Oh. Because there's 5 vacancies. Which means we can start putting some houses along this side. Do a big old boom boom. Big old boom boom of the population. Well, actually, the reason that looks wrong, because it is. Well, it doesn't actually help us at all. If that's the case, we'll just go back to doing it the other way. I was hoping we'd be able to squeeze it in, but oh well. We'll find something, see if we can find something for this corner. Ah. It could be what we do for this corner. Never mind that, never mind. I figured out what we're doing a third time. See? Perfect. So now we'll have quite a bit of population that can come through and start being unemployed if that's the case. For the water storage. We'll just put one big old water storage here, probably remove this one to give access to whatever we put back here. Would these guys have coverage if we put a staircase? Maybe. Not too far away to be built, so someone should be able to get across it. And then we'll see if that will allow them to actually plant some more crops up here, if water can even make it this side. Guess we'll have to see whenever the water comes back. This water's gonna suck to drain. These guys are gonna be screwed for another couple of days. But at least the pond is already kind of... Drop. Raise. Yay! still fuller. We'll just let some of those decontaminate for like a day or two. Ugh, it's rough though. It's very rough. These guys rely on water from this town and they can't even get proper bad water flow. We will have to kind of double down on what we're able to do over here. But once they kind of get across, it's too far to reach. We'll add I guess is staircase here. And then that'll allow them to kind of build up and keep working this way. That should allow them to finish building it as it stands. Hopefully. And then what we'll have to do is probably blow a hole that goes all the way through here. And then just do the same thing that we've done before. Just then just offset it. Not really sure what we're going to do with this giant pool of water here. It would be nice to try to make a channel that we can just build across to also kind of feed into the pond. I think that was like the original idea, but what would that require? Let me just do some cheeky building on this side to experiment, see what would... Landscaping, what is it? Not a floodgate, what am I? Levee. Can't put levees beside each other. So if you do... A lot of people just died of old age. Oh, okay, I guess out with the old, in with the new. What is the paths and structures? 3x3. You know, we have 1,000 science points. We can kind of fiddle around. That's the case. Yeah, we can see through that. So water should seep through it. And then... You know what? I messed that up. This is why we're experimenting. This is the time to do it. Okay, so like I said, we're just experimenting, so let's just go like 3 tall. So for paths and structures, if we do this metal 5x5, which, okay, that's a little more expensive, that's less doable, but so we have this levee. Right? So we would do that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. We pretty much just copy and paste that down the entire... I don't even know where I'm supposed to be doing. Right? So that would kind of be what we end up doing as like the water highway. Although pretty cool in concept. Right? Like, that's not too bad of an idea. Like, imagine having, like, this massive... Oh, we lost it. Yeah, like, imagine having this massive thing of water just pouring through. It's silly. It's extremely unnecessary. But why not do it? You know? Why not do it? What's an unconnected building? You're an unconnected building. Because nobody knows how to... That's the highest priority. I'm not really sure why you guys are... It's a hauling post and you have 4 builders. I'm not really sure why you guys are struggling. 8 people with no stuff to do? Well, why don't we just build another builder's post? You guys can be bored all you want. Then we'll connect it that way, just so that way anyone can get to that side. Much easier. In fact, let's delete this. And we'll put the path here. And then put the building's hut. And then put the builder's hut over on this side. And then that should... Because before, let's see, let's cut this path out. So from this house... No, it actually isn't too bad. To get to there, it's 44. Yeah, so if you add this path, then I realize it's based off of the distance for that. I wonder if there's a way to actually check, but for the most part, anyone that goes all the way down would be able to get to this if this is their job better. That's all we did. You probably could have figured that out, but I had a need to explain it apparently. Oh shoot. I guess we'll just have to let it rip. Yeah. Contaminated water is better than no water, I suppose. Just while we start getting it flooded out. Although I have to sneeze. Nope, that was a lie. Actually, that might have been a lie. I don't have to sneeze. That's fine. We could have sneezed if we wanted to, but I chose not to. So if we get funky with... I feel so bad for these beavers that I'm making do this. Like, it's completely unnecessary doing it, but I just want... Like, I want to know if I can. We're not stopping to think if we should. We're just doing it because we want to. Wish there was a favorites tab on this. Just so that way I can not go to some of these. Okay, so no, we need this to be down one. And then this will be the magnum opus of seeing if it's feasible. If not, it'll just be a cool looking waterfall that Mr. Costco just like had to spend his entire life working on. Now these guys are... Oh, that would make sense as to why. Actually, we'll make you the highest priority. There we go. Then eventually... Oh, you're injured. Oh yeah, let's get some quality of life stuff. Let's get these guys some... well-being. Nice campfire there. Teeth grindstone. We'll put down a medical bed or two. Contemplation spot. Don't need a Lido, that's just... For right now, that's unnecessary as well. And they put a path. We can all start working on that. Thankfully, they've kind of stopped working on this. They have no treated spot for treated planks. Okay, we will... Doesn't really seem like we have a lot of spot for treated plank. And for the convenience of that, we'll cover that up just to keep it pretty. Yes. Just because we can. This is good. I'm really liking this. This is smart. Well, it's smart said by a man that's not that smart. Yes. We can do that. I'm not sure where we'd really take it, but we can just start piloting it across over to the pond, power stack it there, and then... Yeah. Yeah, there's probably an ad saying that you should really only do something if it's worth doing. This isn't really worth doing, because we can make it do a hard right angle. Because right now this mountain's in our way, so if we do a hard right angle, take it over to where this normally is, we can then connect it through, and then instead of having it be a 5 lane, or yeah, well, I guess technically 5 wide with a 3 wide water, probably drop it down to 1, so that way we can start pouring it out into some of these other... Is it silly? I'll admit it. I'm the first to admit it. Turns out having a map this large was unnecessary, since we will probably finish and not mess with anything over here. But do I have to really click on this path specifically? Yes. We click at the path. We click at the path. We click at this path. So I don't want to accidentally delete any of the double things, so we're just kind of stuck in this limbo. Ah. They're able to... Yeah. We haven't even built this monument, but we don't have the science for it, so... It's fine. Look at this industry. This industry. Fantastic. Fantastic. They got that. These are all connected, so they can all start producing. Guess we'll have to, for this, we'll have to place down some treated plank. That we need. It's a large pile. If we do work on over here, let's... Delete this. Where is the actual delete? All right angles, or all clean angles, yep. What we can do is landscaping. Just because we can. So this side... Well, that's I don't like that. Yes, so what we can do is... Let's just do that. Now this guy would be hard getting power. We'll probably have to designate it on its own power source, but it's not like it'll be too problematic. So we'll have the woodwork shop, so it's resin with plank. This requires 250 power. These guys produce 300, so... That's fine. Then the actual woodworking building. Oh, it's because this guy would be too close. If that's the case, we can do not a levee. Paths and structure is just too tall. Put the power on that. Then we can do our little wood. And then let's see. Let's screw it. We'll put treated planks in there. That's so what we have built is I'll have to probably reconfigure some of it to actually you have water hanging out like this. I'm sure it's fine. But we have everything that we would need to make like a super efficient-ish wood workshop. Just get all that cleaned up and nice and fine. Bop, bop,